Hello and welcome to Unsure Students, a video series designed for students to share their college journeys and offer insight for those who may be unsure of their academic future. Hi, I'm Bailey.
And I'm Juneau, and we're both comm majors graduating in spring of 2021.
I'll pick the first one. I want to dig in there a little bit.
Dig.
Okay, anything you wish you knew sooner / before college? So much.
So much.
Everything.
I wish I knew not to take on so many jobs and how to say no.
Boundaries. Those are tough in college for sure. If there's anything I wish I could tell myself then, would be to be nice to yourself. I wish I was nicer to me when I really needed it. I looked for validation and kindness outside of myself, so now I've gotten to the point where I burnt myself out. I took on so much and I didn't let myself have a break. That was bad.
I get that completely. Yeah. I would also venture to say, take classes that you know you will enjoy, because my freshman year I was like, I'm gonna take a class in a certain department and love it, and then I hated it and dropped out of it. Yeah, take classes that you'll enjoy and you're willing to put the work in for.
I haven't really done that. I think that's one reason why I haven't been super passionate about college much, is because I've just taken the classes I knew I needed. I have one more thing. Okay. Always know what you're fighting for. Always know where you're going while staying present, because I graduated high school in the spring of 2018, and now I'm graduating college in the spring of 2021. I skipped a year, and I fought so hard to graduate a year early. And now I'm here about to graduate, and I look back on my college life, and I don't know what I was fighting so hard for. I don't know why I just couldn't stand the thought of being in college for 4 years, because now I know I'm gonna miss it and I regret it. So just live in the present and choose your battles. I don't know why I chose that battle, but I did.
Mood.
Yeah.
I would also say, funnily enough, how I said to throw in extra classes that you wanted to do for fun, also trim the fat. This is something I'm using a lot recently in my writing, because I'm very wordy, but also if you're in a class and you're able to get out of it and you don't need it and you don't want it, get rid of it. Help yourself. Next question. Okay. Going to the bottom. Okay. A defining moment that pushed you into your major. My process for picking my major. I graduated high school and then I went here and I was like, okay, I'll be a music major. Okay, I'll be an English major. No. Comm sounds fun, but my minor, I had a more defining moment for that. My grandmother was a photographer for her whole life. My great-grandfather on one side photographed for Playboy, so I've had people in my life do photography, and I was like, cool, I'm scared of forgetting things in the future, so I'm gonna take photos and I'm gonna capture people's good moments.
Mine, it wasn't super defining. I was always, I don't know, in high school I was smart, I got good grades, but all the people around me wanted to go into STEM or medicine, a lot of nurses and stuff, and I just never saw any of that applying to me. I remember I was in a nail salon my senior year of high school, and I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. So I took a quiz on, I don't even know what it was. It was something not super professional. It was gotoquiz.com or something. And it was what major are you based on your personality? What would you click with?
Yeah.
And I took a few, and each time I got marketing, journalism, or communications. So I was maybe there's something to it. So I went ahead and just declared my major there. I did not want to go in undeclared, so I just declared it at orientation, and I liked it, and I stuck with it. Yeah. I was pretty lucky because I chose it on a whim, and it turns out it's something I really like.
I knew that I wanted to be in the comm department when we did our orientation stuff, and I met Kevin and he gave me pizza. So a man in a kilt giving you food, I'm sold. I'm willing to take your classes.
He really won you over with that.
He won me over with that slice.
In the Hunger Games when Effie Trinket is
choose me to die.
Primrose. Okay, expectations exiting college. You really had to say that to me?
My expectations originally were to move to Nashville and to go full force into marketing and digital creation for a music production company.
That sounds actually really fun.
I want to do it so bad. I think I still will pursue it. But because of how the world is right now with COVID and job security and such, as well as I fell in love with the people and the idea of working in higher education, I decided to apply for the graduate program here at Shepherd for college student development and administration.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be going to college for 2 more years. What about you?
I would like to use some of the skills I've gotten from the communications department and kind of transfer that over to some event planning, like on a bigger scale, like especially in DC. There's some big events there, but unfortunately, that's not something I can pursue right when I get out of college, because events are like the number one thing that should not be happening right now. And that's the number one thing I want to do with my future. I'll just join the workforce and maybe do something more in marketing, because I really enjoy marketing and I'm pretty good at it, and it's kind of what I'm doing for my capstone. So I think I'm gonna stick with that until things clear up, and then I can finally plan my events and parties like I want to.
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So we talked about our expectations leaving. What were your expectations before entering college?
Entering college, I wanted to do everything.
Okay.
I wanted to get all the experience. I wanted to gain all the friends. Like, I don't know, I just wanted to live college to its fullest. I wanted to do a lot. Like, I did Emerging Leaders in Service. And I made a lot of friends through there. And, like, I met my big, Grayson, from my sorority. And I don't know, I kind of accomplished what I came into college to do.
Okay.
So I'm very happy about that. No regrets.
Good. Coming into college, I wanted to find out who I really wanted to be, because in high school, I knew that I was of the homosexual variety. But I didn't date, I didn't really explore that at all, and I didn't explore who I am as a person. Leaving college, I know who I am now. I discovered that I liked event planning and that I like marketing and I love video editing.
That's what college, okay, besides like the degree, that's what college is for.
Right, because like if I just went into the workforce after high school, I would have just been clay and random people would have molded me. I entered knowing that I wanted to figure out who I wanted to be and what my passions were.
Did you know what major to choose before starting college? I mean, we kind of talked about this.
Yeah, no.
But I like the topic.
I did not. I fell into my major and fell in love with it. So I was like, photo and video editing, yummy.
I took an intuitive leap and I was right, or my intuition is just really spot on. Now, last one.
The pros and cons of your department.
Okay, really, I don't have a whole lot of complaints. I have a lot of pros.
Okay.
I love the department. I love the environment. I love the professors and the students in it. I've just had really good experiences. I've been very lucky. If I could change one thing, maybe I'd make the color of the walls in the comm department even more vibrant.
I love that for you. Cons. I wish that it was more organized, if that makes sense. Sometimes like a project is mentioned, but it's never mentioned when it's going to be turned in. And I've had professors in all departments that do that. So obviously I love your class, but I'm in 6 classes, 2 jobs, another thing, a volunteer group. I need these deadlines. Dealing with uncertainty. I would recommend talking about it with somebody. Whenever I am uncertain about anything in my life, I have a support system now that I've gained through college that I feel like I can reach out to. Like my boss, I feel like I could talk to her about anything. I feel like I could talk to you about anything. I text you all the time.
People.
I have my roommate. Yeah, honestly, just like running things by people, even the smallest of things, people will care. I take a lot of time to myself as well, kind of the flip side of talking to people. I will just sit down, turn off all the lights, and just think about things and be like, what's the pros and the cons? What's keeping me doing this? What would it be like if I were to do this other thing? Mm-hmm. And that's how I make a lot of my choices, honestly.
I think you're 100% right. That is what normally helps me, is talking to people. I'm a very extroverted person, so I like to bounce things off other people. But I think for people who are more, introverted, like thinking within themselves and trying to figure stuff out without, showing it, meditation probably always helps. And just like, I've had a trouble not telling people when I don't know what to do, or like what my next step is, or how I'm gonna get stuff done. And I just think really hard about it, and pretty soon, it doesn't take super long, but I put things in perspective, or I get this reality check. I don't know, makes me sure of everything, because once I remember what's important to me and what isn't, like you said, trimming the fat, then that has always helped me become more certain.
That's all the time we have for today, but look for new content coming out next week. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing for more. You can also follow our Instagram and Facebook page at Unsure Students. Just look for our logo. Hope everyone has a good week and stay strong as the search goes on.